All right, you know what's great? Right here, a fresh peach and the peak of sweetness, and I guess now's a great time to get these things.
August is National Peach Month. This morning, we're learning how to make the most of the fruit.
Yes, we are. Here with some ideas. Chef Corey Geyer from U.S. Foods. Good to see you, Chef.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to
I have
meet
been
you.
dissecting all these flavors and ingredients you have here. You brought a lot of stuff in.
Yeah.
You know, we have a lot to go over. One of the things that I really enjoy about this is peaches are great. You know, we can just grab them and we can bite into them, and there's a lot of different things that we can do. Some of the things that we did iced tea, add some peaches into it.
I'd love to have a glass of that.
It.
Yeah, that's awesome. So it's just regular tea, and you just sliced up a peach, and you didn't do anything else?
Nope.
Nothing
just
special?
some fresh brewed tea, right, with some peaches, kind of infuses a little bit of flavor into it, so it really creates something
Well, and
something
it looks nice when you're entertaining, too, instead of just having a
It
craft.
does. And you're going to prepare something for us today. What are we going to make?
Today we're going to make a roasted salmon salad, and we're actually going to use, with U.S. Foods, we always create unique and innovative items. So one of the items that we've created is a superfood salad.
Yeah.
So we've got kale, we've got Swiss chard, we've got Brussels sprouts. So we have all these superfoods.
Yeah.
We're actually going to smoke this lettuce.
And that's a component that I probably wouldn't do at home.
You know, and it's a huge trend that's coming on now, so that's one of the things that as a food fanatic that is kind of my responsibility, at least in our community, is to really draw attention to these trends.
So maybe I will be doing that at home.
You will be doing this at home after you see
Explain how,
this.
though, because this is something brand new to me, too.
Well, he might have a process. Do you want to break that down right now, or do you want to get started cooking?
I wanted to ask you, do you mind if I smoke?
No, you can.
Okay.
You
So
can go right ahead.
this right here is called a smoking gun. So this is something you can buy online. We're just using fruit wood. So when you're doing something along these lines, like this kind of lettuces and salads and things along those lines, you don't want to use a really harsh smoke. So what we're doing without cooking, we're actually going to infuse the lettuce
And I've
and
seen
these
this done
greens.
at bars around town when they infuse certain cocktails this way, smoke them.
So we've got that good and full,
That is
right?
so cool.
We're just going to let that sit there.
Okay. But you've got the salmon here.
But we've got salmon here, and what we need to do is I need to have one of you saute the salmon.
That's
Because
Mary.
I hate
She's a
working by
sauteer.
myself.
She's sauteer.
Okay. So
a
the
good
pan is
sauteer.
already hot.
Yeah.
We're going to have you glove up.
Okay, I was
Because
going to say,
we do want to use food safety.
Yes, I appreciate that. Hey, you
So-
mentioned Food Fanatics earlier.
Yes.
And so did we. So what's the story? What are you doing at U.S.
So
Foods?
U.S. Foods, we have a local, I am the local food
Yeah.
fanatic, but we have a program that is part of what U.S. Foods is. So one thing that we do is we keep kitchens cooking. And by doing that, we need a very specialized group of chefs around the country. I'm one of 25. I was recently just designated about a week ago. So it's kind of a long, tedious process. So part of that is we really get out there and we talk and celebrate food.
Yeah.
We celebrate what it is to eat, what it is to create, and just really enjoy what it is that we do and put creative spins
It's
on
the
things.
community part.
Yeah, and you got the website there, foodfanatics.com, that people
Absolutely.
can go to. Now you got to watch. Mary
What am
won't
I
do this
doing?
on her own. You have
Okay.
to,
Good,
we have
give
to
me
walk
instructions.
her through
You're
this
right.
step by step.
All right, Mary,
otherwise-
we're going to add a little bit of
I don't
oil
want to
here.
ruin anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the oil's getting hot. Now what we need to do is we need to season, because
Yeah.
salmon does not come pre-seasoned. So we're going to take a little bit of sea salt. We're going to take some fresh cracked pepper.
Oh.
And then what I need you to do is we're going to flip that over.
Yep.
So we're kind of dusting that in with the flour. And I like using a Wonder flour. So if you've ever seen that on the grocery shelves and thought,
It's not like
what is that?
like a bread flour. It's a different.
No,
yeah.
it's very, very fine. So what that does is that's going to create a nice crust for
You're not
us.
using this to fry chicken.
No,
No.
no. You could, but it's very delicate, so it works really well with seafood.
How's she
Is
doing?
that
I don't
good?
want her to mess it up because I'm
She's
gonna be eating
doing
the salmon
perfect.
later.
She's
Okay.
doing just fine. I'm going to have you
He's so judgmental
make some
with
dressing
me.
for
Okay,
us.
what do you want me? How do you want
Can
me
I
to make
toss
it?
this in the pan?
Absolutely.
Put it in there, Mary.
There you go.
Oh,
so we're going to go ahead and
check
we're going
it.
to let that go a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll move this out of the way.
I just shook the skillet like that did something.
didn't
I
do
don't know
anything,
if it.
You know what that is?
I've just
Because
seen
you're
chefs
kind of
do that.
Yeah, you're kind
Yeah.
of releasing it and making sure that it doesn't stick. You did a fine job. So what I need you to do is we're going to make this dressing. So this is a wheat beer vinaigrette. So I make this myself. This is going to be a wheat beer vinegar.
Okay. Do you
We've
want me to
also
combine all
got
these ingredients?
reduced wheat beer. We've got oil.
Oil,
So we're going to hit garlic.
garlic. Do we put the onions in?
Yep, those are shallots. We're going to add a little bit of shallots. And now see how that's starting
Oh,
to
it's
kind of
starting
brown
to
up
caramel-
along the
yeah.
back.
Don't burn it, Mary.
Do you
Go
want me
ahead
to
and
flip it?
flip it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, I feel like a lot of people probably overdo it with fish, right?
Yeah, salmon should be right about medium rare. It's perfectly acceptable.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our wheat beer reduction.
Okay.
We're going to take our wheat beer vinegar.
Chef, I thought I was going to do this.
You are, because now you're going to have to pour and mix.
You're the manpower.
All right.
And actually, we're going to add a little bit of honey. So you need some form of a stabilizer if you want to have an emulsified vinaigrette. Either mustard, eggs, or honey will act as that stabilizer.
And
Plus, that adds a little sweetness.
So our viewers know we have this recipe online. So we're doing a lot of stuff fast. Go to OmahaMorningBlend.com.
We got about a minute and a half, Chef. So
Okay.
Mary, she's coming.
So let's
right
go
along
ahead
there.
and let's get that whipped along.
I'll whip it.
Whip it good.
Whip it good.
We're
There
going
you
to
go.
add
I knew
in
that
some
was
fresh
coming.
parsley.
Always count on Mary.
We're going to start adding in the oil. Okay.
The flavor, it smells great. You can
Now
smell
what
the
we're going to
flavors.
do is we're going to take our infused lettuce.
Oh.
See the smoke just
Yeah,
coming
it
in?
rolls right out of
Yeah.
there.
Why don't you go ahead and pour some of that vinaigrette right inside there.
How much?
Right about there is going to be just fine. We just want enough that it's going to kind of give a little bit of a coating.
You're going to mix it up with your hands.
We're going to mix it up. Let's go ahead and take that salmon. First thing that we want to do, because you've got it skin side up, we're going to kind of flip that over.
Flip it over. Mary.
There you go. Look how beautiful that looks. That is fantastic.
The colors. Well, you got the colors with the tomatoes.
The colors, yep, we're using mini heirloom
Love
tomatoes.
this. What a nice meal.
We've got the salad right there.
So healthy and flavorful.
Absolutely.
And the
And here come the peaches.
Here comes some peaches.
Oh,
And then we're
nice.
going to use some of this granola here. This is Hallie's Homemade. It's a local granola. I always try and support local anytime that I
That's
can.
right.
Which is what we actually use to make the crust on the cheesecake as well, instead of
That
using
looks
graham
awesome.
cheesecake. So there is our roasted salmon
looks
salad with a
delicious.
wheat beer vinaigrette
He
and
also
fresh
added
peaches.
to the waffles. And we'll
Look at
talk
this
about
thing.
why that's important. But this is gorgeous.
USFoods.com is the
Just
website. Then you have the
gorgeous.
other website for the Food Fanatics?
Yes, foodfanatics.com.
That's
Perfect.
easy. Corey, thank you for coming
Absolutely.
in today.
Thank you
What
for
an
having me
Yeah,
in.
it's a great
inspired
recipe.
idea.
Thanks, Chef.
I
Thank
know.
you.
I
It's great.
can't wait to try this.
Plenty of summer left to do this thing.
Next.